I need somebody to call SeaWorld to help me find this humpback whale, because she's apparently gone missing. And I know what you're thinking, how the fuck all that go missing? And trust me, bro, I'm confused too. But before you get mad at me for fat shaming, you should listen to what she did, because what she did is a fat shame. Allow me to introduce you to Leticia Douglas. And that's spelled with a C as in chicken nuggets, because she built like an air fryer. Now, Leticia has a travel agency. It's called FlyGirl World Travel. And she specializes in, get this, scams. And her latest victims are two members of my family. This is my cousin Iris and her fiance Dedrick. They use Leticia's services to have a destination wedding in Cancun. But guess who fucked that up? Big Back! That's right, Leticia Douglas had every member of my family pay her for flights and hotels. She even sent confirmation numbers. And as soon as the last payment went through, guess what she did? Canceled all the flights and the hotel rooms. And then for her final trick, Hefty Houdini made 300 pounds disappear. And come to find out, we are not the only people that she's done this to. She's even gone as far as to leave people stranded in foreign countries, all the while taking people's money and traveling the world. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is her husband, Scott Douglas. Big Backs must run in the family. So if you have any information on the whereabouts of lunch lady Leticia Douglas, please let me know.
Imagine this. You trust a travel agent with your dream vacation. I'm talking flights, hotels, memories beyond price. But what happens when that agent disappears with your money? Welcome back to Park Jones. We're diving into the shocking story of FlyGirl World Travel, a Chicago-based, Black-owned agency accused of allegedly scamming customers across the United States, leaving them stranded, out of thousands of dollars, and these customers are now crying foul. FlyGirl World Travel, LLC, operated out of Chicago under owner Leticia Douglas. Leticia built trust with her customers by providing curated vacations, excursions, and even destination weddings. At the peak of her business, Leticia had many satisfied customers, so much so that people wanted to work with her again, until Leticia shut down the travel agency overnight. The website vanished, calls went unanswered, leaving customers livid and betrayed.
This can't be possible. This can't be real.
Michelle Griffin in Bowie, Maryland, says she paid Leticia Douglas nearly $4,000 for a trip to Egypt this upcoming October, but never received her confirmation details. Then, earlier this month, she says she received this email from Leticia Douglas. If you have not heard yet, FlyGirl World Travel has closed its doors, and all future trips booked have been canceled.
Girl, where's my money? You have no idea what it's like for you to steal $4,000 from somebody and to just send me a letter and tell me you're sorry.
In the email, Leticia Douglas cited financial mistakes and bad business choices, but added, quote, "I did not set out to scam or steal from you." She recommended that customers dispute charges with their card issuer. But Michelle says her card issuer denied her claim because it's been more than 90 days.
You just can't do people like that and get away with it.
Numerous stories from clients across the country have come in, and the allegations are hefty. Catherine Young Jones says she's known Leticia for over 20 years and had used her travel services several times without issue. However, her recent booking with Leticia for a trip in Aruba went south.
15 of us gathered together, like, we're gonna go down to Aruba. Let's go down here and celebrate and have a great time.
Catherine Jones Young couldn't wait to throw her sister an unforgettable birthday celebration in Aruba. The Oak Forest woman says everyone in the group paid travel agent Leticia Douglas up front. Catherine says she booked travel with this agent in the past and had a great experience. For this Aruba trip, she says her household paid more than $5,500. But when they arrived in Aruba, there was a big problem at the resort.
They then tell us your reservations were canceled 7 days ago due to non-payment.
Catherine says the group was in a panic. They couldn't reach the travel agent, and the website for her company, FlyGirl World Travel, was taken down. Catherine says she posted about Leticia Douglas on social media and tagged the travel agent. That's when she says she heard from hundreds of people who said the same travel agent ghosted them too.
That's when I realized she's taken our money, she's not going to respond to us, and we have nowhere to stay.
Then you have the Chicago couple who alleged that Leticia stole $180,000 from them and their guests for an upcoming destination wedding.
When we calculated everything, over $180K. Leticia Douglas is the owner of FlyGirl World Travel. Iris and Detrick say Douglas was helping with the couple's destination wedding, booking rooms and travel. The way it worked, guests would RSVP through her site that's now down and then pay on the trip. The family believes Douglas funneled $180,000 to herself. That total included them, their children, and all of the wedding goers.
The link she was having, it was going to her bank account. Some people had the same bank account as her.
I had been trying to contact her for days and she hadn't responded.
Someone emailed this response to Iris that Leticia Douglas was in the hospital and had this unknown person, quote, reach out to you guys regarding your trip as she is unable to complete her duties. Please dispute the charges with your bank ASAP and you will get a refund, as her company has something set up in case something like this occurs. Once your money has been refunded, you can rebook your rooms.
It had 39 rooms on it, and the rooming list that the resort sent us had less than 12.
98% of wedding goers didn't get a refund, and the wedding didn't happen. Fox 32 received multiple receipts from the couple and guests confirming that thousands of dollars were spent to secure the trip.
The Better Business Bureau has documented numerous complaints against the business, and at the time of this broadcast, FlyGirl World has an F rating on the site. The Illinois Attorney General is mediating multiple complaints, and the Chicago police have confirmed an open investigation. But most significantly, the FBI's Chicago field office just announced that they are now probing potential fraud. They're urging victims to report their losses through the ic3.gov portal or in person at their local FBI field office. The FBI even has a FlyGirl World specific form on their website that customers can file their complaints, and I will link that in the description box for your convenience.
Found another one, y'all. So apparently there's a travel agent, her name's Leticia Douglas, who took $100,000 from a family because they were supposed to be having a destination wedding, and she took, like, you know, they do the payment plan, so she done took all the money and be traveling the world with these people money. And apparently she's done this to multiple people, and her man just be traveling the world. Her name is Leticia Douglas. I don't know if I said that. Leticia Douglas. Because in this economy, if I'm paying you all this money and you cancel on me, Christmas is gonna be canceled on your ass.
So, prior to the allegations, customers say it was incredibly easy to get in contact with Leticia, but in recent weeks, they allege that it's been incredibly hard to connect with her. Multiple customers shared that they've tried calling, emailing, and even messaging on social media, but Leticia has gone completely dark. Fox 32 Chicago reporter Tia Ewing did an extensive investigation, and for some reason, she also had trouble getting in contact with Leticia.
That's when Fox 32 buckled up and went looking for her, hoping for more answers. FlyGirl World Travel LLC had 2 registered business addresses.
Light is on upstairs.
At one address in Washington Heights, a home with the lights on, but no answer. Earlier this year, the Secretary of State issued this letter. Her business had been terminated, but was eventually reinstated. The Illinois Attorney General's office says, quote, "We are attempting to mediate consumer complaints we have received about this business." At another home in the back of the yards, we were greeted by Leticia Douglas's mother.
Do you know her?
Yeah, she's my daughter.
Okay, so she is accused of stealing $180,000 from somebody. Can you have her call me? I've been trying to track her down, to be fair. Can you have her call me?
You can give me a number.
Sure. You got a cell phone? I'll give you my number to call.
I never received a call, so I tried calling Douglas.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
The service you're attempting to use has been restricted or is unavailable. Please contact customer care for assistance.
We made countless calls to every known number associated with Douglas and got nowhere. So we emailed too, still no response. Under her maiden name, Leticia Allen, a private court records database shows charges for theft, deception, and computer fraud in the early 2000s. But we were unable to recover information on the cases from the courts directly.
Leticia's silence is now central to the story. There's speculation that she is intentionally staying low-key to avoid the service of legal complaints. And for the alleged victims, this silence is a final insult.
I know about the ins and outs of being a travel agent. Even though I did not become a travel agent, I worked close with travel agents. So if they're good at what they do, they can rack in 6 figures. So this whole thing with FlyGirl World is disappointing. I really hate when it's especially a black person scamming other black people that y'all are probably at the same like socio-economic level or whatever. I think it's really unfortunate.
Unfortunately, what happened to the customers of FlyGirl World Travel is not unique. Last December, I covered the story of Ladies and Luggage, another Black-owned travel agency that shut down doors overnight, and customers also alleged that they are owed hundreds of thousands of dollars. Ladies and Luggage had 2 owners at one point. There was Dacia Woods and Renetta Leggett. It's not super clear who owned the company at the time of its closure, but customers have primarily directed their allegations at Dacia Woods.
Miss Woods, it's Justin Gray with Channel 2. We went to Dacia Woods' Douglas County home after receiving a form response to our emails. After our visit to her house, Woods did write me, quote, "Unfortunately, there were significant details about the business and its operations that were not disclosed to me. And these undisclosed issues ultimately contributed to the challenges we are now facing. I am working closely with my attorney to connect with each customer individually, ensuring that every claim is addressed and each person is made whole."
When Dacia announced the closure of Ladies and Luggage, she said that all customers would be made whole. But just this past week, I received an email out of the blue from a former customer of Dacia's in her 70s who alleges that she has still not received her refund. But be sure to check out my previous video on Ladies and Luggage because I broke down the entire situation and the similarities between FlyGirl World are glaring. The allegations against Leticia Douglas and Dacia Wood are pretty hefty. For customers, it's not just financial, it's deeply personal. Weddings canceled, families stranded, memories lost. Both businesses have cited financial issues behind their closure, and as I've investigated both situations, I've come to the conclusion that these small-time travel agencies really aren't all that profitable, or they have significant issues with financial mismanagement. All of that to say, at this point, I urge you all to book your own trips through reputable websites. This will give you control of your trip and finances, and that way you don't have to rely on anyone but yourself. If you or someone you love have been a victim of a travel scam, please be sure to report it to your local authorities. If you enjoy the work we do here on the channel, you can show your support by liking, commenting, subscribing, and checking out the videos on the screen. I'm your host, Park Jones, and I'll catch you on the next one.